You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Russ, the Tar Heel. And unfortunately, in this huddle, man, we got to talk about the 84-76 defeat that our North Carolina Tar Heels suffered at the hands of NC State in the ACC Championship game. And, I'll be honest with you, man. From the opening tip, I felt like something was stinking off. I felt super good going into this game. The way that Carolina was playing, the type of defense they were playing, the mental toughness, the physical toughness that they exuded against Pitt, I felt really good going into this game. And then about the first 4 minutes as we watched North Carolina take deep shot after deep shot, not feed the stinking interior. I don't know how long it was until I felt like Armando actually got a touchdown low on the blocks when I had been calling for inside out, inside out, inside out. If DJ Burns is going to stay in the game, you need to make him defend on the other end. And we did not do that enough in the beginning stages of this game, and it was extremely frustrating to me, and you saw Carolina get down early. Now, NC State was knocking down everything from the beginning of this game, and they never really cooled off. I guess they cooled off a little bit, but they cooled off to where they were still pretty stinking hot, and they jumped out to a 14-4 lead. Now, Carolina got back into the game, eventually knotted it up to 28-28. I think they took a 30-28 lead, and then it kind of seesawed back and forth until the end of the half when Cormac hit a big three, basically at the buzzer, to give Carolina a 1-point lead going into the break. Now, I felt good because even going into the break, like I was saying in the live stream, I felt like Carolina was down 10 to 15 points. Even with a 1-point lead, I just felt like we were outplayed in every facet of the stinking game. And somehow we had a 1-point lead. So I'm thinking to myself, well, this is a good position to be in because we can play better, right? Horn is going off. Burns is getting his stinking numbers. Carolina's not shooting the ball well. And somehow we have a 1-point lead. Well, coming to the second half, and where North Carolina has done a good job this season more times often than not of making those second half adjustments, I didn't feel like those adjustments were necessarily made. There were some instances where not only did the players take some bad shots, Carolina didn't shoot very well from the perimeter today. We'll talk about that here in a second. And so as opposed to when your shot's not falling from deep, the next best thing you can do is get to the stinking rack. And RJ Davis, he figured that out. And he started really attacking the rim, and he got Carolina back into the game when NC State looked like they were going to go on a little bit of a run to kind of spread this thing out. And RJ did almost single-handedly keep us in the game, but he shot 10 for 26. And a lot of those misses were at the tail end of the game, but that is not a very good shooting percentage per se. So he scored 30 points, but it was on 10 for 26 shooting, and I think he felt like he had to do it because they weren't getting a lot of offense from anybody else. Mondo had a decent game, but like I said, Mondo didn't get enough touches, in my personal opinion. Like I said, one of my keys to the game in this one was you got to work DJ Burns, man, and he was a stinking load in this ball game. He just was. He played really good. And I think a lot of that is because we didn't attack him at the other end. If he's going to back you down from the three-point line, make him run down the floor, make him guard Armando on the block, and then have him stinking go back to work right at him. Get him off the floor, man. Tire him out. Another thing that really upset me was the fact that DJ Horn picked up his fourth foul with 12:30 to play. He exited the game, and I think he came back with like 10:30, 11 minutes to play, and Carolina never went at him. And DJ Horn was on fire. He was absolutely on fire, and you would think that it would be priority one to go at that kid and try to get him to pick up that 5th foul. And he didn't pick up that 5th foul until I think 1:10 left when he fouled Cormac out of the three-point line, but it was already too little, too late. So, another thing that bothered me about this game was, once again, Carolina switching on the high ball screen. It killed us. It killed us once again, man, to the point where, you want Cormac and you want the Seth Trimbles on the hot guard, the guard that's stinking scoring the most on the opposing team. That's the matchup you want. Well, teams are starting to get it in their head that, hey, we can keep running these high ball screens, and if Carolina is going to switch, we start out coming down the floor where I have Seth guarding DJ Horn, or I have Cormac guarding DJ Horn. I'll just run a high ball screen until they switch and I get the matchup that I want. Now I have Elliot Cadeau guarding, DJ Horn, or someone else, Armando Baycott guarding DJ Horn. And then you're putting yourself into these predicaments to where if you just allow your defenders to fight through screens, right, you're going to give yourself a better opportunity to be successful, as opposed to letting NC State dictate who's guarding who. You're saying, no, this is your guy. You stick with your guy. And if he scores and we don't have any help side defense, well, then you got to tighten up. That's what we need. So the high ball screen, man, is killing us, dude. And I'm telling you right now that it should be an emphasis that we focus on in practice leading up to tourney time, because I do think that it is if I'm running a scouting report against North Carolina, I'm running that all stinking day, dude. I'm running it all stinking day, because it ain't even like Carolina switching in and out. It doesn't seem like it anyway. They are continually, for long stretches, hey, we're switching on the screen. And so, I'm gonna run that high ball screen all stinking day until I get the matchup that I want, and that's what you saw NC State do. And DJ Horn was fantastic in this game, man. He went 9 for 15, 9 for 11 from the free throw line, and he's stinking balled out. NC State, they shot 54.9% from the field. 54.9% from the field, and that was basically the entire game. At one point, they were shooting 57% from three. They ended up finishing 42.9% from three. But once again, they still played exceptionally well, man. Exceptionally well shooting the ball. Carolina only shot 37.3% from the floor and 26.7% from three. A lot of that happened at the end of the game where Carolina was just hoisting up shots, and they could not throw it into the ocean at the end of the game. Could not throw it into the stinking ocean at the end of the game, and NC State was able to kind of walk away there at the end. So, tough game, man. Carolina is the ACC regular season champs. We're thinking that they got a great shot, obviously, to win the stinking tourney, to lock in that number 1 seed, which many people are saying that Carolina's still already locked in for that 1 seed. They just didn't get the job done today. I can honestly say that I believe that NC State wanted it more. And, this is not that NC State is better. I think we all know that that's not true. Like I said, 7-8 times out of 10, Carolina's going to win this stinking basketball game because they are better top to bottom. But we did not coach very well in this game. We didn't play very well in this game, and we got punched in the mouth. And it's one of those things where you realize that, hey, little bro can punch too, right? He squares you up on the chin. Hey, he can punch too. And you saw the NC State fans excited. It's their first ACC Tournament Championship since 1987. So it's been, 30-something years. 30-something years since NC State has won anything in basketball. And, I mean, you got players on the court crying, and everybody's super excited, and the red and white confetti all over the place. And, they get to hang up, one of 5 banners that's over there in stinking Raleigh. And, here's to, what would it be, the year 2057 when NC State wins another one. So I guess it's like at, 33, 35, 30-something year intervals. That's when they have these kind of runs. So this was their Super Bowl. I don't expect them to necessarily go deep into the tournament, but you do got to tip your cap. They had a heck of a stinking 5 days, and they answered the stinking bell, and Carolina didn't. So hopefully, like I said, we take this thing on the stinking chin, we learn about it, and we tighten up and get ready for this 6-game run that we're about to go on, starting in a week, man. So I want to preface something, I want to make a clarification, because I think it's really important for Carolina fans to put this in perspective. Carolina went on a 10-game win streak. Carolina just lost for the first time in 9 games, which means they were on an 8-game win streak, okay? This team is not the 05 team. It's not the 09 team. It's not the 2016 and 2017 team. It's not. But this is a very good team. Not a great team, a very good team. And this team is capable of a deep run in the tournament. Don't let this one game, okay, all of a sudden kind of throw you off the rocker, as painful as it is to lose to that school over there in Raleigh in this game. Don't let this game kind of derail you from what this team still can accomplish, okay? We got a lot to look forward to, man. It's not stinking over, especially if we get this 1 seed go out west and we stinking handle business. So Carolina loses, man, 84-76. They take it on the chin. Guess what? We get back up off the ground, we go to work, and we realize that the prize is still in front of us, okay? So, Tar Heel faithful, man, like I said, don't let this stinking knock you off your rocker. You got the NC State fans in your grill, bro. Take it on the stinking chin. Okay, yeah, I know. It's your first time winning something in 30-something years. You're excited. It's your Super Bowl. Okay, enjoy your one tournament game, etc., etc., etc. At the end of the day, bro, we play for national championships over here, okay? And that's what the in-state still is. It's to win a natty. So, tough loss. It happens. College basketball. We're talking about kids, man. And there are many games where they bring it. There's many games where Coach Davis brings it. I don't think that either one brought it in this game. There was just too many things that I saw where we just did not play well, and we were outplayed when we are clearly, in my personal opinion, the more talented, better, and even deeper team. But it is what it is, man. You live and you learn. You stink and move on. And you keep the prize that's in front of you in sight, and that's what you focus on. So anyway, let me know what you think about this game down in the comment section, Tar Heel Nation. Wolfpack fans, by all means, man, you are more than welcome to chime in yourself. Talk some crap, man. That's what makes the rivalry good. Hey, I'm a big boy, man. I can take it on the chin. But just know I'm going to give it back to you too. So we have fun with the rivalry. Comment down in the comment section. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me during the live stream. Despite the loss, we had a good time. Happy birthday, little Russ. I appreciate Carlton and Lovey, man, for your love from my son, man. He greatly appreciates it. We're going to hook him up with some stuff. And obviously, he knows that it's from you guys, man. So I appreciate the love, guys. I appreciate the continued support. You guys are fantastic. Tomorrow, we'll try to go live, man, for the selection show. So make sure that you guys come and hang out with me for that. So, hey, 84-76, State over Carolina. And we move on from here, right? So I love you, Tar Heel Nation. We'll catch you on the next one, baby.